penguins a chance to get very familiar with this before we do any experiments. And there's no forcing into the water. All this is done on their own, so it gives them a chance to. All of this is, their chest is breast muscle. It's about 25% of their total body weight. It's a massive muscle for real.
All right, so you see the kind of quick and personal response and interaction that you...
Antarctic and what goes on in this place.
Hi, I'm Michael, and this question is for Diana. In winter, since you can't use...
Here, trying to find out some more about the life history and the natural history of the penguins.
Do seals return to the same nesting place each year?
Give me one. Insulation with their feathers. The seals use it with
2 and 3 shoe types, whoever you get it. Ready, one, take one, Q. Camille.
How? What is the most common fossil
question for
found in
Hawaii.
bats and animals?
Ready, effects,
Fossil. And impact.
Karsten will answer.
Karsten, pick it up.
Go.
Lucy, ready, effects, take effects.
Okay, well, that's a very good question. That's part of the reason we're doing these studies.
Ready, Hawks, take off.
Art of race.
Roll one. Go to tape.
Gone fishing, says the sign on the laboratory door of biologist Art DeVries. For some other World Wide Web interface, use the following address. It starts off with HTTP:/, and then continue on. We had to break up this line in order to get it all.
Hi, I'm Garrett. If the average temperature continues to rise, how long do you think it would take for the mice?
I'd always had the idea that, there's just nobody down there. It's just totally barren and stark. And it shocked me. So
it's creative learning. You get to talk to people, and you see pictures and everything, and I like it a lot better.
Unlike some teachers, they'll say, I'm not on that subject now, I don't feel like answer that question. They answer that question no matter what. They told us what we needed to know and what we wanted to know.
Would you like... Of the Navy Support Force Antarctica, who've been flying our crews and guests around safely in bad weather. They are excited about it, but it's also to them the reality that they require. It seems like kids these days demand reality. They don't come to something and say, oh gosh, I want to read a textbook. Gee, this is the real stuff. They seem much more intuitive about what's real and what's not, and they really are pretty picky about going back to the source.
So nuzzle their mothers on the sea ice. In Antarctica, newborn seal pups, umbilical cords still attached.
Is what we're talking about is to be able to put the information technology into the hands of the teachers so that they can use it to stimulate learning and to be able to bring information and learning resources from faraway places without the students having to leave the classroom.
I think that's a really good question. You say your name's Jamal?
Yes.
Okay, well, Jamal, the seals survive by having a...
Trying to connect different civilizations through the switchboard. We actually borrowed a switchboard from AT&T, so in this case, the phone company came through for us.
In the budget battle.
I think that this kind of television is one of the things that public television really should be doing and is doing. And that is something which is both interesting to students, worthwhile to teachers. And if you're worried about the future economic health of a country, you've got to have a well-motivated, well-informed workforce that's using the tools of the future. And interactive television, computers, and the kinds of learning experiences that these electronic field trips represent, it seems to me you can't ignore that. And so whatever support is necessary to make that happen, it would be a foolish nation that walked away from that.